Okay, and if all went well, we are live. Good evening, and welcome back to the Sunday Scaries, and welcome back to the Holler with Hana Pengu. We
Hello.
are playing Scarlet Hollow after the what was the name of the new update? Do you remember?
I think it was Roads Untraveled.
There you go. I kept thinking Pathways, and it was something like that, but no, it was Roads Untraveled. Yes, we are playing Scarlet Hollow in the wake of the Roads Untraveled update. Back again, starting in Chapter 1, and this time with talks to animals and book smarts as our attributes. And let's go
Yeah.
ahead and load this up.
And,
We
and
shall
then don't
resume.
forget to share your screen with me.
Oh, yes, thank you. I did forget to do that, and I can fix that right now. Window, Scarlet Hollow, share. Here we go. Can you see it now?
Yes.
Excellent.
Yep. There it is.
Okay, cool. So we've got that up and running. We've got this up and running. Everything should be working. I think this is correct.
Oh, I
If
do
do
have
that,
a
do you see it in the
spooky
chat?
view. Sorry, I'm looking. Yes, I see that in the chat, and I'm
Good. I
also
like
looking at your
chatting.
stream.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You
And
see the little
I'm just
spooky
like,
TV thing around
oh,
it?
and
Yep.
I'm centering myself in the screen a little bit.
It's
But
pretty
yeah.
good. You're all right. Okay. So, shall we resume?
Okay, so my thought on this, although it
Mm-hmm.
will have you doing a bit of talking to yourself, is I can do all of the teens if you can do Oscar.
I like doing the voice of Oscar. That's fine. And I think these three
Okay.
teens would be good for you to do.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Cool. All right. What you find inside the elegant building is not a town hall, as was suggested by the letters carved in stone out front. Instead, you find something that looks more like a library. In fact, it is a library. The air is thick with the smell of old paper and fresh coffee. A man busies himself sorting books on a mobile shelf, and a cat lounges on a book cart. There is a group of teens gathered on the stairs, not sitting in chairs despite the prevalence of empty seats, as is their custom. They glance up at you with slight annoyance, as is also their custom. Hi there. I'm Oscar. If you need any help, just let me know.
Nice. And I'm Pixel. I'm the cat. You'd better pet me.
Yeah, let's talk to Oscar. Oscar, clearly the librarian here, smiles at you from behind the shelf of books. But as his eyes focus on your face, the smile fades, replaced with a look of dawning recognition. Wait a minute. You must be... Never mind. Sorry.
Who is it, Dad? Do you know them?
No,
I figure
Rosalina.
Rosaline is one of
Don't
those.
worry about
Sorry.
it.
I figure Rosaline is one of those kids who has a parent who has an accent, but who is trained it out of themselves because the people around them don't.
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. And to be like, if in the interest of laying my my inspiration bare for this, I am trying for most interesting man in the world slash late era Ezio Auditore for Oscar's accent. So
Nice. All right. Oh my god, wait. I heard someone at school talking about how the long lost Scarlet Heir was coming back to town this week, for the funeral. That must be them. I assume Hoodie Girl is Becca. But Becca, Miss Tabitha is the heir, right? Shut up, Alexis. I know what I heard. I think Alexis is right. I think Tabitha already owns the mines. Ugh, you're 13, Rosalina. Stop acting like you know things.
girls, please be nice to each other. Yes, this is Tabitha's cousin, and no, they aren't the true heir to the Scarlet Fortune or anything like that. They're just here to pay respects to Miss Perlan. So much for not making you feel like we know everything about you. I have to imagine that's a bit uncomfortable, but welcome to Scarlet Hollow, Charlie. This man is the town librarian. If you have any lingering questions about history, he's probably a good person to ask. Okay. Questions about the town, pet the cat. First and foremost, we pet the cat. These things are important.
It's true.
You pet Pixel. He purrs loudly in response, leaning fully into your knuckles as you scratch underneath his chin. Daw.
That's exactly right. A little to the left. Yeah, good job. You're killing it.
He gets too excited for a second and gives you an affectionate little bite, still purring a mile a minute.
Whoa, sorry, got a little lost in the sauce there. I definitely won't do it again. Keep petting me and see, I definitely won't.
You pull your hand away slowly before he can decide you're a fun toy that he wants to try and disembowel. Okay, you seem knowledgeable. I had a few questions about the town. Well, it is my job to help with those.
Great, a history lesson. What's the point of being on fall break if the school's gonna follow us wherever we go?
You can leave the room at literally any time.
Yeah.
This is, in
Pre-establishing
fact,
Becca being
a public
awful.
place, I'm pretty sure. Let's just go through all the questions because it's good to go back and get text on those. So, is this perhaps a company town? Do most people work at the mine? I don't, and Kanika and Sybil at the general store don't, and the folks at the diner and the gas station and the town doctor, you know, jobs that exist just by virtue of this being a town.
My dad works there. Yeah, basically everybody's dad works there.
And my dad worked there too. I never said it wasn't the most prevalent job in town, just that there are other things Scarlet Hollow has to offer. As for it being a company town, those are technically illegal, since you have to pay people in money these days. Watch this space in 2026. But your cousin does own a fair bit of their properties around here, and she leases them to the workers for less than she would charge non-employees. So there is a bit of an incentive to take whatever deal comes with that, even if it takes a chunk out of the paycheck. That seems like it has to be illegal, right?
I mean, she can own the buildings and run the mine, and I guess it's just the way the paycheck garnishing that I'm not sure.
Well, I mean, that and also the like being able to charge them less because they work for the other business. That was like that's self-dealing.
I feel like if you own the building, you're allowed to charge whatever you want for rent.
Right, but it has to be a consistent price. You can't charge different people different amounts, can you?
I don't know. I'm not a landlord. Never really looked into the legalities of it.
Well, no, because I was just like, that's what people did in racist times. That was like redlining and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, that still happens. Not that it should, but...
I thought there were laws against redlining, at least in the same way.
Oh, there are! That doesn't mean it doesn't happen.
Right.
So it could be a situation like that here.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough. Oh, you didn't hear me making any claims about it, though. How long has my family owned the mine? Oh, they started it, even founded the town. There is a whole local history unit the kids are taught in school that talks about all about the ways the Scarlet family has shaped the history of the Holler. And of course, there is the drama that they don't teach you about in schools, that you learn from the old ladies who like to talk. I think they latch onto it because it's fun to imagine it all unfolding in that big mansion, like a real Southern Gothic novel.
Fair.
It is occurring to me I have no idea how my audio levels are. We may
Oh,
not
I can Check.
All right. Well, when you're ready. Um, but let's see here. I'll keep talking and we'll see where we go from here. You mentioned drama. Are there any scandals I should know about? I'd say there have been more tragedies than scandals. At least that's what most of I have heard. The lost generation gets brought up a lot. Your grandmother and her sister. I don't know if Vivian ever told you about them.
And as a note, I think I still sound a little strange, but like you sound fine.
Level wise, are you okay though? Can people hear you? Do you think?
I am a little loud on your stream, actually.
Loud. Okay. Well, we can adjust that. Hang on.
Tiny bit.
Okay, I've brought you down a little. We'll see how it goes.
Okay, let's see.
But yeah.
Oh, oops. Oh, no, that was the wrong moment to remute.
Oh no! Ooh, hello. Hi, Leah. Glad to hear we sound good to an audience member.
Yes, excellent. Alrighty. Wait, I know about this. Miles Forsythe told me about it. He said Vivian and Pearl-Anne's mom was like a teen mom, and she died in childbirth because they were twins, and she was just gushing blood after.
Oh, teens.
Yep. What about the sister? She died before that or went missing or something, but like probably died and is definitely dead now because it's been like 1,000 years.
The Scarlet family has seen a lot of death. The boys from the previous generation died in World War II, and there was even someone in the generation before that who died in the collapse of 1918. As I said, a lot of tragedy. How haunted is this town, would you say? Ooh, we're getting a report that kitchen experimentation went well, and I'm very glad to hear it. All right.
Excellent.
Haunted? You mean by ghosts? Anyway, hang on. I suppose old towns reflect their fair share of stories, and old buildings certainly carry a lot of history. It is hard to feel like you're ever alone in a place that has seen so many souls come and go. Okay. Honesty time. Is the mind doing well? That seems like a question for your cousin. I don't think I'm really the best judge of that. Though if you ask me, I think she should look into renewables. Get a few windmills going, try to branch out into something a little less damaging to the earth and the people who live on it.
It's a great point.
You could be like Saudi Arabia and build giant megacities to house the digital elite when the oil dries up. It'll be great. We're going to build a city that's 105 miles long and a quarter-mile wide and 500 whatever stories tall.
Oof. Well.
I don't know. I'm just throwing ideas out there. Okay, I will stop grilling you on history. Wait, are these both just changing the subject?
Yeah, essentially. One of them is just, I've finished asking all my questions, I'll stop grilling you. The other is the just more casually just to ask about other things.
Were you grilling me? I was enjoying getting to talk to someone who cares about history for once. Aww.
Someone who cares about history!
Daughter.
He's so excited. And friends. But Dad, it's boring.
Just because it is boring to you doesn't mean it isn't important, Rosa. Or interesting to other people.
It's true.
The mortifying ordeal of being known. It is mortifying to be known. If it's any consolation, all we really know is gossip, and it's mostly about your mom anyway. I was just a kid back when your mom left, but I still remember what an uproar there was. You wouldn't believe some of the rumors people were circulating. Our very own celebrity scandal. Hopefully folks in town will give you a chance to be your own person and not just treat all of this as a continuation of old drama. But I suppose I should know better by now. I've dealt with my fair share. I know most folks have long memories and unforgiving temperaments. But they'll probably be nice enough to talk to. It is the stuff they say behind your back that you have to look out for.
Ooh,
Wait,
you could ask him to
you
spill the
been
tea.
in the center of some small town drama? I like to think that if you live in a town this small and don't wind up the topic of a few rumors, you aren't truly living. Haha! Not living deliciously, certainly. But yes, not to get too personal, coming back to town after college with a toddler and a wife did land me in the center of a lot of talk. You just live and let live. People will say what they say, and there is no point in being too concerned about it. The best comeback is a life well lived. Oscar really, really trying to make the case that he should have been a character in Dream Daddy.
Yes. He does seem like the type. Oh my god, Rosalina, is your dad this weird with everybody? That was way too much.
Oh my gosh, I forgot. Wait, can you romance Oscar in this?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, right on.
And Booksmart helps.
Hey!
I don't think. Okay, yes, alright, so. I don't think we're supposed to be listening. Well, he shouldn't trauma dump on strangers. He answered a question, Becca. You can chat with the cat.
A chat, if you will. Let's see here. It's very nice to meet you, Pixel. You're much nicer than my cousin's cat.
There's another cat? Let me at him. I'm the only cat around these parts. This is Pixel's town.
How did you know our cat's name? Oh, right, it must be on his collar. That he is clearly not wearing.
He doesn't have a collar, Dad.
Oh, right. You must have heard about him from somebody else in town. Pixel is pretty well known around here, being the library cat and all.
Sure. Sure. Ha! You can. Oh, I love that you can ask, why is your cat American and Tabitha's Quebecois?
Oh, I didn't know she was supposed to be Quebecois. I thought she was just supposed to be, like, straight up French. So.
Yeah, honestly, I did too. I don't know how to do a Quebecois accent that is different than a French accent, so we will stick with the one I've been doing.
Just throw in a tabernacle every once in a while.
Okay.
It's the only Quebecois word that I know.
I must know the answer to this question. No one will know.
Exactly.
But...
What?
Pixel belongs to no country.
All borders are porous to cats, as the song says.
Dad, what's Quebecois? Oh.
There's another word for French Canadian.
Oh, right. It also is, Quebec. Oh my god, Becca. Well, they shouldn't steal my name.
They didn't. They're from a place called Quebec. But you're having a little laugh, aren't you? Now that I think about it, I think Janie told me Tabitha's cat is named Frou Frou. Having a kid has really aged me. I don't get young people's humor anymore. It's not you. They're bad at jokes.
Yeah. Also, no, the thing is, he's like, oh, it's not like you're talking to these cats. I mean, oh, you're silly.
Mm-hmm.
You're trying to make a joke, so funny, I guess.
Okay, my bad.
No, it was about the Pixel being American,
yeah.
And it's like, oh, you must have been making a joke. I guess I just don't get young people's humor anymore.
This does answer the question that I had about what it sounds like when you talk to animals. Is that you speak to them in English and they just understand you, as opposed to you speaking to them in cat, which would be way funnier.
Well, I mean, it's
You were just like,
implied when I feel like it's sort of implied that all the animals understand human speech. It's just that humans don't understand their speech, and you
oh,
do.
interesting. Okay. Huh. Alright, well, what do you think of these folks, Pixel?
What's not to like? I'm living like a king over here.
That's enough
If I were better
questions.
at a Brooklyn accent, that's what I would give
Very
Pixel.
good. You think the better of it and turn your attention back to the humans. God, there's a
I
lot
mean,
of men.
you can. I feel like you can ask that, but like, yes, he knows your cousin. You know that already.
It's more how
Oh,
do you
that
know my
second one's a
cousin?
good quiz.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Ooh,
guess that's
yeah.
fair.
Hey, let's talk to the mayor. I want to meet a dog.
Well, you don't know that
I
in
know, I
character.
know, I know. I like to talk to whoever's in charge around here, the mayor or whomever. I don't think talking to Mayor Jimmy would be very enlightening, but I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have about the town. But if you're looking for an authority figure, honestly, your cousin is probably the one you'll want to talk to. Do you know her? Well, everyone in towns like this kind of knows each other, but I wouldn't say we're friends or even acquaintances. I know of her, and presumably she knows of me. I hope she's doing alright. I know how hard it is to grapple with the loss of a parent, especially so young. It's disappointingly common up in these parts. People don't tend to go to the doctor until it's too late, and most of them live hard lives on top of that. It seems even Perlan wasn't safe from the ravages of mountain life.
He's still doing it. Didn't they like just meet? He is right though. Didn't your uncle die last year, Alexis? Yeah, he was pretty young and he got cancer. Ew, now you guys are doing it.
I don't remember asking for the Greek chorus to chime in on my conversation, girls.
Then don't talk so loud.
It's a
Oh my god,
library
Becca's
after
so
all.
awful.
Gosh.
I mean, the whole point is that Becca is awful, but she is awful.
Yep.
Ugh. How am I supposed to fill out this quiz with all this conversation going on? I thought libraries were supposed to be quiet.
Leah's right. Becca
Yeah,
is
actually.
the worst.
Come on, let's go to your place, Alexis. I feel like a 5-year-old when I hang out in the library anyway. Yeah, we can watch a movie in your basement. Do you think your parents would mind? I can ask. They never mind. Come on, let's go.
The teens start towards the door with Becca in the lead. Wait, Rosalina, when should I expect you back?
We're doing a sleepover, right? I'll have to see. My mom was going to make pot pies for dinner. That's okay. We can order a pizza. She has so many flavors of awful.
Their conversation fades.
Just
as they
invites
walk out
herself
the
to
door.
someone's house. It's like, oh, we don't need to ask your parents for permission. They always say it's cool. Whatever. We don't have to go with whatever they were making. We'll just order pizza. Oh my god.
Yeah, we'll throw out their dinner
So
plans and also make
entitled.
them order food.
Yeah, she's so entitled.
Mm-hmm.
Learned it from her mother, as we see later on.
Posted.
The big man had better stop that girl. I want to sleep on her pillow tonight, and it ain't fun if she's not there to steal it from.
Yeah.
Pixel's cute.
Alright.
Wow, some of those are awful, but
It's true.
you know.
I'll go with this one.
I
I'm
don't
headed
know.
out too,
Yeah.
but not because I didn't have fun chatting. It's just getting dark. You have a good one, Charlie. Ooh, got a new achievement. History lesson. Have a chat at the library early Monday afternoon. Thank you for the advice, Hanapengu. You make your way back to Main Street. It looks like the sun's finally starting to set. Maybe you'll see if a sleepy southern town like Scarlet Hollow has a vibrant nightlife another day, but for now you feel ready to head back to the estate. Ah, no diner, huh? At all? Fair
Nope.
enough. You return to the dirt road, beginning the trek back up toward the estate. Nothing visible yet.
There's also a version in the new update where if I assume it's if you're really rude to Stella, she won't actually invite you monster hunting.
So you just don't do anything and you find out later about it? Well, that's messed up.
No, that you end up at this same path. It's you get the
Okay.
choice of going to one more place, and then it gets dark, and then you leave, and then this happens when you're headed back to the estate.
Okay.
So,
As the
but there's
sun
a way to
sinks,
get here, even if you go to the diner. That's all I was saying.
as the sun sinks deeper into the horizon, the sky is flooded with orange and pink hues, the shadows around you darkening and stretching out over the path. The mountains seem to make night come quickly here, their rounded hills blotting out the dying sun prematurely, casting the valley of Scarlet Hollow in an eerie autumn twilight. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's interesting to see what colors make it into the palette in this game.
That's true, yeah.
Because the orange we see, but the pink we do not. You know?
Mm-hmm.
You've had a long day. Between traveling and meeting all these strangers, the dusty bed that waits for you back at the estate is starting to sound very appealing. There's a sound on the path behind you. Oh, wait a sec. There was a set of eyes in the road that we saw before. I don't know if you guys saw it. Anyway.
Sometimes there is just that one set of eyes.
Hey, there it is. Ding, ding, ding.
Oh, yep. Good catch. I didn't see it the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Not until it actually came out.
You turn back to the road, but find nothing. You still seem to be alone. Except for that.
If you have keen eye, your character would notice right now.
Mm-hmm.
But
wait, is
it
that
sounds
Gretchen?
like, John, you have a little bit of keen eye in real life.
Hello, is someone there? Whoa. The thing takes a bold step from its hiding place, revealing itself and fixing you with a wild-eyed gaze. It's a mountain lion, and there is something horribly wrong with it.
Yeah, you do that, please. That sounds way better than what I could have done.
Sure. Advantages of a lower register, right?
Yep.
There aren't supposed to be any mountain lions in the Appalachians. They went extinct a long time ago. Appalachian mountain lions are just an urban legend.
Sure. You're still looking at one.
Though this urban legend is now taking yet another step towards you, drool leaking from its slack mouth.
Blood that runs and runs grows thick like honey.
Urban legend or not, a mountain lion can run up to 43 miles per hour, nearly twice as fast as the fastest human athlete.
A gardener cannot tend to empty soil.
Don't eat me, I'm all bones. Look for something to
I like that there's two
with.
different options for filming it.
One for enthusiastic
One of them is
and one
the-
for panicked.
Yeah.
Look for something to defend yourself with. Your eyes scan the side of a mountain road, settling on a large stick, but before you can move for it,
Desperate to keep running.
I think if you have powerful build, you can actually get the stick. But only if you have powerful build.
it dashes forward with surprising speed, ears back and claws glinting. Oop, hang on. No, return. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Ah! There is a heavy thump as it connects. You find yourself tumbling forward, pitching over the side of the road and rolling downhill. It's disorienting. You find it to be almost impossible to stop yourself, the incline too steep, every attempt ending in more scratches and bumps from the rough terrain of the mountainside. You finally land with a breath-stealing thump into small copse of trees, battered and bruised, bleeding from the thorny shrubbery, but not dead.
Your eyes are closed. You need them open.
Any other friends? Not yet. It doesn't bother trying to hide now, leaping down into the clearing with killing intent in its wide, yellow eyes, ready to finish what it started. And then... the evening air is pierced with the sound of a gunshot. The mountain lion is gone in a flash, leaving a thin trail of blood behind as it disappears into the dark woods beyond the path. As you gain your bearings, you realize that your ice cream is gone. You must have lost it in your fall.
Alas.
Damn, nearly had the thing. And I nearly had you too. Who the hell are you and what the hell are you doing out here? Looking to get shot?
I do like your Duke voice.
It's my Stone Cold Steve Austin voice. Anyway, hang on.
Hydration is important.
What the hell was that thing? Mountain lion. Been after it all day. Wait a second, you seem awfully familiar. He looks you up and down with his good eye. Ain't you that Scarlet kid everyone been saying wasn't gonna show? What? I apologize for my brusqueness, and I'm sorry for you and Miss Tabitha's loss. You can call me Duke. No need to thank me for saving your life. Duke seems to think for a moment, glancing up into the darkening sky. You better not keep walking around on your own out here, not with that thing on the prowl. I'd hate to think anything like that might happen to you without me around to save your skin. Tell you what, tag along with me while I finish what we started. I'll be sure to get you home safe. I'd wager Miss Tabitha would appreciate somebody looking out for you. There was something seriously wrong with that mountain lion. Probably got the cancer, had all them lumps. Doesn't mean it's any less dangerous. If I had to guess, I'd say it's more deadly than ever now that it sees death coming for it. As you well know, when's the last time you heard of a mountain lion attacking anybody, especially on this side of the continent? I mean, like, I'm pretty sure there's mountain lions in the north, so if you mean the south side, sure. Wait, what am I saying pretty sure? I know for a fact that there are. There were scares about them at my college. But anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Because we went to school near a mountain. Anyway. You're one of the lucky few, so don't go ruining it by going off and dying alone in the woods after God did you a favor.
You're not the only one who remembers that, apparently.
It's true. There were bears, there were mountain lions, and mostly there were skunks.
Mm-hmm.
No skunk apes, though. Not that we know of.
That you know of.
Exactly.
Nice. I like that we said that at the same time.
Okay, let's see here. I want revenge. No, I do appreciate you looking out for me, Duke. I appreciate you looking out for me too. Thanks. Don't mention it. I wouldn't have been able to sleep at night knowing I let somebody go off on their own in the dark with something like that prowling around after him. Stick with me and we'll make sure it doesn't get the chance to take a chunk out of anybody. I don't like the thought of a man-eater like that around my town.
I mean, as well you shouldn't.
Mm-hmm. You and Duke make your way into the dark woods, following the trail of blood the mountain lion left behind. Before long, the sun has completely set, and the two of you find yourselves in near total darkness. Though Duke has a flashlight, he uses it sparingly, letting you both adjust to the starlight instead. Every sound feels deafening as the two of you pick your way through the underbrush. Every snapping twig could be the deadly paws of the thing that hunted you. Every rustling leaf, the herald of a vicious attack. Though you know deep down it's probably nothing but squirrels and shrews. Until you hear the unmistakable sound of something large shifting among the fallen leaves. Gotcha! The old man quietly steps forward, gun held at the ready. What the hell?
Duke, you scared me. What are you doing out here so late?
Stella, I'd ask you the same, but I'm sure I know what has you slanking around after dark. You know how close I just came to putting a hole in you?
But you didn't. No harm, no foul. Hey, Charlie. Weird to see you out here so late. Does Tabitha know you're with Duke? And you stink of mountain lion. Oh, what a smell! And there's something else mixed in there. Something fake. It could drive a dog to madness. It makes me want to bite and tear.
She thrashes in Stella's arms, but Stella holds her close, stilling her frenzied attack. Frenzied attack!
That's probably not what Gretchen sounds like.
No, there's more
growling,
snarfling.
but... Whoa, calm down, girl. You know Charlie. It's not Charlie, that Gretchen. Oh my, I do apologize. How unladylike of me. I simply can't stand the smell of those things. I swear, it gets so hard to hold on to her when she gets like this. Sometimes it feels like she's only geriatric when she wants to be.
It's alright, little lady. You're safe so long as you got your mama looking after you. Unlike you, Stella, if you decide to keep on doing whatever it is you're doing out here, I think you'll find these woods ain't agreeable tonight. Charlie here had a run-in you would not believe. So just go on home and save all this for some other night.
Wait, a run-in? What kind of run-in? Was it supernatural?
That face. Like I said, you wouldn't believe it. Now put that dang camera away.
I mean, you do have book smart, and you were very certain it was a
That's not even a book smart
mountain
option.
lion, so that would...
Oh, it was.
I
an
know,
outline.
right? But
yeah.
But like
wasn't
book smart,
more
you
as
were
well.
even more aware of it. But yeah, no, I remember looking at it and thinking, oh, mountain lion.
I was attacked by a mountain lion.
Mountain lion? Are you sure?
Oh, for the love of don't get you started, Stella. We was both there. We saw the damn thing. It was a mountain lion, plain and simple. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
It's just that I did that whole video on them and found absolutely no evidence they exist out here. Eastern mountain lions are extinct. There hasn't been a sighting in decades.
There ain't been a sighting in decades till now. Your friend here damn near got eaten by one. So if you don't want your last video to be found 20 years from now next to a pile of your bones in the den of some long dead creature, you best get out of these woods. Oh, is Duke is not actually his real name, I'm guessing?
I don't actually know.
Well, because he's wearing a Duke University Blue Devils hat, so I wasn't sure, you know.
I think the Duke might just... the name might just be a coincidence. No, because here's the thing, if you have powerful builds you can ask, and you're going with Stella, you can ask him about it, because you can kind of try to bond on the sports angle.
Oh, fair enough.
And then there's a thing where you can comment on, man, you're even named after them, and he's like, well, I think he says something about it being the name he was born with.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, I think it's his real name. I know it's frustrating, but believe me, she is never going to believe you about the mountain lion.
I thought it would be very funny if his name was Duke and he was actually a Chapel Hill fan or something. That's all.
No, he's a Dukes fan. That would be so cool.
No, it would not. Your mama and daddy are spinning in their graves hearing talk like that. If they ain't around to stop you, then I'll take on that responsibility. Go on, get. The old man shoos her away.
Fine, I'll go. Actually, here, if you have street smart, you will immediately cotton on that she does not mean that at all, and then you have the option to call her out on it or like wink at her because you know, or like quietly follow her. Actually,
Does that mean I should go
you
with
get
her,
that
Duke?
option either way. I just think it's easier to get that option with street smart. But
Sure.
like,
Say,
yeah,
does that
no,
mean,
you can.
Does that mean I should go with her, Duke? Hell no. There's half a chance she winds up in some kind of situation on her way back. Miss Scarlet would have my ass if she knew I'd let you get into a situation.
Me, I would never. I'm definitely going to be responsible and head right home.
Yeah, his face.
Okay, now
said,
you don't even need street smarts, really.
Yeah, I'm sure. Charlie, you stick with me and you'll be alright. And we'll get you back to that cousin of yours in one piece.
Don't you go getting into any situations either, Duke. And I'll see you around, Charlie. Oh, I suppose it's time to go. So long, darlings, and good luck with that wretched pest.
With that, she's off. It's just you and Duke in the dark woods once again. Damn, we've been stopped too long. Now the old hip's starting to voice its complaints. There's an overlook just up this way. Let's set a spell. I brought a few victuals along if you're peckish. Do they say peckish? In the sticks? I have no idea.
Yeah, I mean, you could have picked it up from somewhere else. I don't know.
Well, it's like that thing of like, what is it? Supposedly, the accent that people in the Ozarks had for many, many years is the same accent that original Brits had, supposedly.
Fair.
Anyway, you
I
find
do
your way
also
along
like how. Sorry, I was just gonna say with the new
Mm-hmm.
with the new story paths, there's now multiple ways to access the same paths. So there's like, deciding not to go with Stella to the diner, going with Stella to the diner but turning her down, going with Stella to the diner and being so rude she doesn't invite you, will all get you to the mountain lion path. But even if you go the mountain lion path, you have that opportunity when you meet up with Stella. Like, there are a couple of ways where you can actually stop there, split off from Duke, and go with her instead. So that's and on the flip side, I don't know if you can go with Stella and then end up going with Duke. I think if you go with Stella, you've explicitly committed to going with Stella, which makes sense. But I just think it's kind of cool that they have, multiple branches that can lead to similar, leads. There's Stella or Duke now, and that's, all they really expanded. But there's a couple different ways to get to both of those places, and I just think that's neat.
It is neat. Okay. I need to switch headsets because my current headset is running out of battery. So give me just a moment.
Oh no. Okay.
I'm going to put this on. Hey, everybody, look in the corner there. We're not alone. All right. 2 seconds. Let me just switch my audio.
Sure.
This is why normally I use a wired set of headphones, but they're missing now, so I have to figure something else out.
Oh, no.
All right, let's see.
Oh, and also...
is picking it up.
Well, I mean, I can hear you, so...
No.
The question, I guess, is if you can hear me.
Instead, is that what's going on? Let's find out.
I see. You cannot hear me.
Damn. Okay. This one's paired to my phone instead. Maybe I can unpair it and pair it to the computer. Hang on. Ugh, what a mess. Just a second.
Yep.
Okay. So I think this
Hello.
is
Can you
wow.
hear me?
Yes, and it's much louder than before. So let me adjust
Oh,
that.
oh no. Too much?
Okay, gonna bring that down a bit.
Okay.
That's much better.
Yeah, I could hear me through your headphones. That's alarming.
Hang on, something may be wrong here.
What? Oh
I'm
no,
getting a lot of echo.
Can you hear me normally or not? Well, that could just be a thing that's happening. Let me listen to it on the stream.
I hope not, because yeah, no, all of a sudden.
Oh yeah, that's on the stream.
Okay, so I need to
That's
check
on the stream.
inputs. One moment.
That's not just on your headphones.
Huh.
Are you sure you don't have my audio coming from a second place?
I don't know where it would be.
Because this was happening to me when I did streams with you and Kuka and I was hosting. And Twitch.
Okay, hang on. Let me.
So Twitch was natively playing my voice, but OBS was playing it separately.
Let's see about that. All right, say something now. Oh, no. Okay, we're still getting the echo, but I can at least make it quieter. But okay. What is doing this?
Yeah, I don't think it's on my end.
No, it's clearly not, because it only changed when I changed audio devices. But I'm trying to figure out what changed.
Weird.
Why can't I mute the tab?
Testing on my end, but
Yeah, no, this is I'm very frustrated.
Yeah, it's that's fair. Definitely, yeah.
Okay, all right. We may have to cut stream and start it again in a second, which we will do. So, sit tight, folks. We'll be back in a moment.